What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back on another episode of Pound for Pound. I am the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman.
Henry Cejudo, a.k.a. Triple C.
A Shadowline production.
Hey, Triple C, my brother. It's been a while, man. It's been a little while. I don't know. I feel like if I don't talk to you every week, I start to miss you a little bit.
Suavemente besame. I've been traveling, Kamaru Dean. But before I get to me, let's talk about you. Nigeria, Dubai. I mean, you've been everywhere, bro. I mean, dude, I saw your suite up in Dubai, bro. What you have
You seen
whole
that?
damn gym in that room?
You seen
What's
that?
up?
You seen that? Hey, I know it was a fantastic
No, but
suite.
did you really have a fucking gym in your room?
Yeah, I had a gym in my room. I'm talking dumbbells all in there. I had a treadmill in there. I had a bike. It's like the Peloton bikes, treadmill out of this world. I had a full on set on the wall where you could do, everything in there. I had the roller. I had all this, and of course, I love my music. Hook up to the Bluetooth. You just bump everything right there in the living room. Of course, I had a massage room in there connected to the joint too, man.
Like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. My next question, Kamaru
It was
Dean.
nice. Yeah.
My next question. Who the hell paid for that?
you know me, man. I know some people who know some people, man. Shout out to my people at the Zero Hotel, in the 01 Hotel in Dubai. And hey, they may be coming to a city near you, but it was an amazing concept, man. Amazing concept to be able to go through and see all of that. Dubai, it was great, and of course I got to spend some time with some of my peoples out there in Dubai as well. Shout out to my man Mo, shout out to Ben. Yeah. But man, it was good traveling. I stopped in Nigeria. I was in Nigeria right before AKO 10. I don't know if you saw that. We had the 10th, I believe the 10th, definitely top 10 fastest knockout in MMA history. Henry.
Really?
Yeah. And it's
So how long was that? How fast was that?
I want to say 7 seconds. If you
No
look,
fucking way, dude. Let me see. But pull up the tape.
8 seconds.
Pull up the tape. Ooh, Jesus Christ, dude! That ref was so late to stop it too. That shit could have been 3 seconds.
I know, but it's one of those situations where these refs now, when you're down, the refs are looking at you. They're trying to look at your face to see if you're defending intelligently, but they don't realize, hey, I'm taking shots. But all in all, you've seen that fantastic event. Our first time.
I tell you what, Kamaru, I gotta go. I gotta go to one of your events, bro. That shit looks like fun. I've never been to Nigeria, so when the time is right, bro, count me in. Count the Triple C. Maybe we can. December
is when we really do it's our homecoming event. Obviously in December, it's like our, how UFC kind of has their International Fight Week event, which is kind of like the big event. December is our major event that we have out in Nigeria, and it's also Dirty December in Nigeria, which it's a thing now. It's festival season, so it is absolutely the time to be out. You would love it. We put on a fantastic event every year, and this year's looking to be the biggest one we've done. Yeah, I wouldn't want to miss it.
Dude, I know I'm going, bro. I'm going, bro. If I don't have a fight tomorrow, I want to go, and I think we should do a pound for pound episode from Nigeria live.
Absolutely.
We can interview some of these fighters too, bro. Some of these up and coming, some of your combat athletes, man. We pick a couple.
Yeah, my co-main event from that last one, Gashmir Diatta, is incredible. It's a guy that I think right now would be very, very successful in the UFC. Very successful.
Like
absolutely.
that.
Absolutely. Wow. And he's the total package of what a promoter would want. And I think he's want to be one of our next guys to get into the UFC. But Henry, enough about my trip. What's up with you, man? Where was you in Prague? Where was you in Slovakia? Where was you?
No, bro, I was better, bro. I was in Croatia, bro. I was out there to watch the 2025 Freestyle Wrestling World Championships. I had a chance to watch Team USA with Real Woods to take bronze, Kyle Snyder to repeat gold after so many years of not winning a world title, Helen Maroulis becoming the GOAT in women's wrestling for the United States, Trent Hidlay, who was down 8-0, to be able to come back and win the whole damn thing.
Powerhouse
Everybody,
now.
bro.
Powerhouse.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude, they're doing something. So what you know what it lets me know, Kamaru, that anything can change in a matter of 10 years.
Absolutely.
In a matter of 10 years, if you have a great leader, you can change that sport around. And that's what the Japanese have done. I mean, a lot of Japanese beat the Americans, bro. To be able to say that back in the day, I mean, the Japanese have always been really good at two weight classes, the first and the second, which is the lighter weight classes. But now, bro, you're talking about dudes already up to 215 pounds, 92 kilos, bro. Kyle Snyder having a really close. Yeah, bro.
It's at that weight now.
They're scrapping at that weight. It's no longer just the short kings, bro. They're even like bigger and better at the heavyweight division. So, big shout out to them, dude. But other than that, bro, I had so much fun. I took my nephew. I took him as a gift, dude. He won Fargo. My brother's son, Pablito. You probably met him when he was a little baby, dude.
Probably.
But he ended up winning nationals, junior nationals, which to us we never try to put that pressure on him. Ends up winning. I says, you know what, your Theo is gonna take it to the world championships because man, you freaking won. I want you to watch the best compete and see if you can take that. See if you can take some of that inspiration and take it out there and do it.
No, that's fantastic. I know for you guys that must have been great as well. I mean, that kind of continuing that tradition because you were a champion. I believe Angel was a champion as well.
Mm-hmm.
Angel was a champion as well, and so to have him come in behind you guys and do that's no easy task, especially in this day and age where you have a lot of kids and a lot of the offsprings just go, oh, I don't want to follow in
They
my
want to be a
uncle
YouTuber,
or they don't want to follow in those footsteps because which there's nothing wrong with being a content creator, nothing wrong with that. Some people are good at it. And hey, Henry, these content creators make more money than we ever did fighting. So
shit, I think we're content creators now. Come on, you
damn, you're right,
bro.
you're right.
Spitting on us, dude. What's up?
All right, Henry, let's take a quick break to thank our sponsors, our partners over at Skims. Did you know that they ain't just make underwear for beautiful women? They also make them for beautiful men as well, Henry. You see it? I got mine on right now, and I'm holding the other pair. I know for you, Henry, most of your life, your mom probably picked out your clothes, put it on your bed every morning before you went outside. You know what I mean? So nowadays, what you doing nowadays, huh? What the underwear game like?
You ain't the only one, Kush. I got my.
You got
I got my Skims undies too. You think you're the only one? I'm excited for them to start the banana hammock wear because you know where Triple C's going. What's up?
Well, Henry, I love these underwear. Extremely soft. Nowadays, everybody see me. They be calling me Hollywood Usman. Because I like the silk. I like that soft material. You don't want something just rigid on your body. Just kind of chafing you up. You know what I mean? These are silky smooth, soft to the touch, and extremely comfortable. You can rock these
for sure.
all day, every day. Sometimes you've gone on 5 days in a row with these, right, Henry?
Today was the first day I took them off after 5 days in a row. You know who I want to send some to? I want to send some to Derek Lewis. My balls is hot. Because I tell you what, something about Skims, they really do cool you off, and they just feel good, bro. You feel like you're just free balling the whole damn time. And it's just absolutely tremendous. So a big shout out to Skims. Thank you guys for not making my balls hot. I greatly appreciate it.
So shop Skims Men at skims.com/P4P. And when you place your order, select podcast in the survey and select our show in the drop-down menu. Well, Henry, let's get back to the episode. Breaking news. Let's just jump right into it. Henry Cejudo, Rafael Fiziev is out of UFC Rio versus Charles Oliveira, which was a humongous fight. And that would have been a striker's delight because the fans know how high-paced Charles Oliveira comes, and they also know how talented Fiziev is. But he suffered some injuries, and unfortunately, he had to pull out of that one. I know he's gutted about it because he really wanted that.
Yeah, but There's a better fight. There's a better fight because you know who
You
stepped
think
in?
so? You think so?
Mateus Gamrot stepped into that fight. And I will say something about Charles Oliveira. Charles Oliveira was saying that there, he was saying in Portugal that there is no fighter at 155 pounds, that everybody had a bunch of excuses until Mateus Gamrot raised that right hand. He says, "Hey, I'm ready." You know what I'm saying? And then
That's
there's
how
a
he raised his
tweet
hand?
by there's a tweet by Charles Oliveira saying, "Whoa, I've been training for a striker, this and that." It made Charles Oliveira kind of look a little like he was kind of backpedaling because he got a challenger. Because Mateus Gamrot, he beat Arman Tsarukyan fair and square, dude. A guy that already beat a guy that beat him. You know what I'm saying? The dude is really good. Yeah, he has a couple L's, but there's just been like little stupid mistakes, in my opinion, from Gamrot. But he is a world beater, bro. So the fact that Charles Oliveira had a quote saying that, I'm not training for that style, it made the fans put the pressure on Charles and the UFC because Gamrot just started going off. Well, if you say anytime, anywhere, I'm the guy that raised my hand, so fight me. So now the fight is happening. And I tell you what, dude, this fight right here, I don't know if I favor Charles Oliveira on this fight. Gamrot is just a basic wrestler. Yeah, you can just call him just a wrestler, but that's all you need in this damn game. When you're that good at wrestling, if you had just one base that can dominate everything else, like, bro, use it. You may get cut by the UFC sooner rather than later,
Whoa,
but you'll win. But you're guaranteed to win, Kamaru Dean. Stop me when I lie. Stop me when I lie.
Wait a second. You said, yeah, that's cool. That's a cool style. You may get cut from the UFC, but
No. What I'm saying is, no, ironically, right now with Hamzat pulling what he's pulled with these dudes, like people, like you could lose fans, bro. And we talked about it before. Come on, we just wrestled, or when you just wrestled. I never really wrestled in fights like you, but when you're just wrestling and when you're like, dude, this shit is boring. I might as well go back to wrestling. You know what I'm saying? So you decided to kind of bring in that striking to become a well-rounded mixed martial arts, and that's what's made you different. But with Gamrot, I know, and this is the thing, I won't give.
Did you hit me with a straight? Wait, did you just hit me with a straight? You said, I never wrestled like you. You know, that shit is boring. Like, wait, what?
If I'm going to over wrestle, bro, I might as well just go back to the sport of wrestling. But with Gamrot, Gamrot's chance, and we all know this, Gamrot's going to have to wrestle Kamaru Dean. I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Okay, no, you're not
like
wrong.
That vibrato? What's up, dude? What's up?
You're not
What's
wrong.
up, dude?
I mean, you hit me with two strays just now, so I'm trying to shake them off. No, you're not wrong. I do believe absolutely. If Gamrot's going to win this fight, he's going to have to wrestle at some point, 100%. And fortunately and unfortunately, that is where Charles Oliveira really shines, is his ability to continue to just flow in those grappling exchanges, whether it's throwing up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 submissions. So I think for Charles Oliveira, you're going to have to really quickly go to the well again. You have to adjust. I know he put out that tweet, I was training for this and that, whatever. But now it's the time for you to adjust and really use your bread and butter. It's because of the grappling of Charles Oliveira that scares a lot of the lightweight fighters to where a lot of people choose to stand with him because they don't want to go to the ground with him, which is why Charles has a lot of success. So he's going to have to tweak that a little bit because now you're going up against a guy who does not mind. He has to go here because, himself, I don't think is too well versed in the stand-up because his wrestling works so well. Not that he can't. We saw that in his last fight because there was a few times he couldn't get he struggled to get the takedown. So he stayed standing and he was able to try to use his striking. So I think it's going to be a banging fight. Do I think, Henry, you tell me, do you think that Gamrot puts Charles Oliveira away?
I don't think he puts him away, but I think I think I favor him in this fight. And I love Charles, man. I like them both, bro. I'm a fan of both of these dudes. But if I'm putting my money somewhere, I got to go with Gamrot because he's proven it against the elite strikers, bro. And it's not like Charles Oliveira is comfortable going to his back. and that's not always a good thing, bro. Against somebody that
Right.
just stays basic, controls the inside tie, grounds and pound. Maybe he's not gonna put you away, but he's gonna make it. He's just gonna control you. He's gonna control you for 5 rounds. So I can understand too why Charles Oliveira was saying, "Oh shit, man, I went from a striker to this dude." But that's also going to make Charles Oliveira that much better, because if he's out there really still chasing for a world title, like this is the shit that Charles has to go through, bro. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's a blessing for him. And if he's able to get past Gamrot, then bro, I'll give him a shot at 155 pounds to win it again.
Wait, what?
I'll give him a shot. If again, listen to what I'm saying, Kamaru Dean. Before you start with that slippery tongue.
Pause.
If he's able
Pause.
to beat a guy with that grappling, Arman brings it to the table. Ilia Topuria somewhat brings it to the table, but he's all striking. It'll make him that much better. Obviously, he still got, and I've said it before, Charles is good everywhere, but I give him a C with his tactics because he fights everybody the same.
So do you think, just to follow up on that, do you think there's a world where Charles Oliveira becomes a lightweight champion again?
If he can resurrect himself and make those tactical errors, it starts now. It's going to start off with Gamrot, but as of right now, I'm going to have to say no. This next fight, I could make an assessment from there. But dude, he's dangerous, bro. He's a big 55 pounder. I feel like he would fit in. I feel like he would fit in very, very well at welterweight.
I mean, that's a possibility, but don't forget at welterweight too, you got guys that can wrestle as well.
We got the Niger.
Hey, I ain't
trying to step on them toes, Kush.
I'm not just talking about me. I'm just saying there's guys up there that can wrestle as well. So, but I feel what you're saying, Henry, and I do think it's a tough fight. It's a dangerous fight. And I think the way that Charles Oliveira fights, he's not going to give an opportunity for the fight to be boring. So it's going to be, if Gamrot engages in the grappling, Charles is going to be throwing things up, and I think it's going to make for an exciting fight. So I'm excited to see it. But moving on, Henry, another big news. I mean, this is back-to-back events now. Main events. Fluffy Hernandez is out versus RDR. And a little bit of drama in this one, because in steps former stablemate in Brendan Allen. So former stablemate and also same management team on the backside. So yeah, Brendan Allen is stepping in for injured Fluffy Hernandez to take on RDR.
Yeah, no, I saw that, bro. I mean, it's too bad for Fluffy, bro. I wonder if he's overtraining, and typically guys with the Mexican heritage, they fucking train like their ancestors, bro. They'll just fucking work until everything fucking falls apart. And that's a compliment, Kush.
Cap?
And that's a compliment, Kush. Yeah.
That's how you train?
I used to. I swear to you, I used to. I swear until I understood that it comes down to just quality, bro. And you start looking at time and you start to see things out and you start to go to UFC PI, and particularly Roman Foreman, bro. Roman Foreman really changed my perspective on how to train. And since I started kind of going with Roman's training regimen and
when did you start training when did you start
I beat Demetrius Johnson?
Thing?
When I started, when I beat Demetrius Johnson the second time, I knew that I had to do something different. Like training hard wasn't the key. So I hope Fluffy is not overtraining, because if he is, bro, he's gonna have to go to the PI and really get his shit down together, because he's too good. He's too good. But that being said, Brandon Allen has stepped in. I know he's left Kill Cliff. I mean, you can tell me he's left Kill Cliff. He's been trying to fight RDR. I've heard it from a lot of people at the gym. And this brings a little bit of that gym drama, which I kind of like, Kush. I really do, man. It's a story to be told, because this is what fans want to know. The more personal it gets, Kush, tell me if I'm wrong. Am I wrong? The better it actually becomes.
No, you're not wrong here. But Henry, I don't know where the we had we had RDR on the show. If you haven't seen that episode, fantastic episode. I think you guys should go back and watch that. We had him on, and everything I've seen from him, heard from him, I haven't seen one bone in his body to where I can say this is not a good guy, or this is not a guy that's going to be a good training partner in the gym, or this is not a guy that's a scumbag that would. I've never seen or heard anything of that nature, and vice versa for Brandon Allen. So I don't necessarily know where this need of I need to fight this guy comes from. Now, if it's just Brandon Allen because he wants to challenge himself against some of the best guys, whether it's grappling, whether it's striking, okay, I get that aspect. But to say, oh, since the guy's been in the gym, I've wanted to fight him, I don't understand where this animosity comes from. And
yeah, can I tell you something real quick, Kamaru?
What's up?
It kind of gives me the Burns Usman vibes. A little bit.
No. I feel what you're saying.
Or a lot of bit.
But this is a different situation, because here with the Burns and that one was, in order for that not to happen, I wouldn't have been in the position where I'm at. I was the world champion at that time. And Gilbert Burns had worked his whole career to get in position to fight for the world title. So at that point, who am I to tell him you can't fight for this world title? But if we're not both at the top, we didn't fight each other before it was time for the title. And so that's where I don't understand where this really comes in. You know, Gilbert had the challenge because, hey, when you're the champion, everyone knows that. When you're the champion, it's a lot of things are different. The opportunities are different. The bag is a little bit different. The promotion is a bit different.
For sure.
Yes. So of course, Gilbert had to do what he had to do to try to challenge for that title, because I would hate to be the one saying, hey, just put your life and your family's future on hold because I want to enjoy being the champion. No, Gilbert did what he had to do, and we went in there and we solved that. So it's not the same exact situation. This one kind of puzzles me a little bit, and especially like you mentioned, Henry, Allen has left Killcliff. I didn't really know that, but I did know he had been going to other gyms. I just felt that it was a way for him to seek a little bit different knowledge, but I guess he's made that a permanent move to go to a different gym. So yeah, I'm intrigued by this one. I'm very intrigued by this one because Brendan Allen is extremely talented. We know that. And he loves to fight. We know that as well. But RDR,
I like Allen.
UFC.
I like Allen.
Yeah, and RDR, since coming into the UFC, has looked spectacular. So
yeah, and this is the thing, bro. I don't blame Allen because, dude, we're in the dog-eat-dog world, man. But I will say this. A victory over Brandon Allen doesn't do much for RDR. Why do I say that? Paulo Borrachinha was offered to him, and RDR said no. And Paul's my boy, man. Paulo stayed here at my house. Like that when I won the title, bro. Paul's one of the most happiest dudes. Hold
on.
I mean, no Diddy.
Paulo. Oh, wow. Paulo Borrachinha was offered to RDR when?
He was willing to step in. He was offered when Fluffy pretty much pulled out.
Okay, so what is Borrachinha let's do ranked? What's he ranked?
It doesn't matter. It's what the UFC asked RDR to do, because you know what they want to do? Hold on, Kush. This is the UFC. Mm-hmm. They want that clash. Let's just say Paulo Borrachinha wins. They either get RDR or they get Paulo the Tro Borrachinha, him against Hamzat Chimaev. Again, let me just tell you what the UFC did. It's not what Kamaru Dean is thinking. They want somebody that could sell. Is Brandon Allen a bigger sell than Paulo Borrachinha? Is he better? I'm sure he is. But is he a bigger sell? That's where I feel like if I was to tell RDR, like if I was real homies like I am with you, because, you know, there's times where I'll tell you, hey, say this shit. It's time to go in. You messed up, bro. Because right now, more likely, they might, even with the win over Allen, may not get you the title shot. I think is looking really good for Imavov. And tell me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, okay, Kamaru, because I'm serious about this. Because this is where you got to make these business decisions. He should have
You-
took that
you-
Paulo Borrachinha fight because it attracted a little bit more. If Allen wins, I don't know where that leaves Allen, maybe higher up in the rankings, but he will not get a title shot.
Yeah, I think you're
Imavov
wrong.
is it.
I think you're wrong in the way that you're looking at it here. Absolutely, Nasruddin Imavov is next to challenge for that title. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's just the matter of when Khamzat Chimaev is ready to step back in there. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Nasruddin Imavov will fight for that middleweight title next, unless he's injured and out. And if that's the case, then, of course, the winner of RDR versus whoever at this point is... No, actually, if RDR, it's not the winner of RDR. If RDR is able to beat his next opponent, he's behind Nasruddin Imavov. Listen, if Brendan Allen was to go out there and beat RDR, Brendan Allen is not fighting for that title next. We could agree on that, right?
No, hold on. Wait,
If Paulo Costa is able to beat RDR, he's not fighting for that title next.
So you're telling me if RDR, if he finished Fluffy Hernandez, he would not get the next title shot?
Not over Nasruddin Imavov.
Really?
Absolutely.
Wow. Not. I gotta go to your room, bro. I want to see if you have Nasruddin Imavov on a 6 foot, 8 foot poster, bro, with candles and shit, a shrine, man. Jesus. But I get what you're saying, Kamaru.
Listen to me.
I get what you're saying, Kamaru.
We're talking about
that's not how the UFC
We're
works.
talking about Nasruddin Imavov here that has went out there and finished my brother Israel Adesanya. That has went out there and
hold on, cause let me stop you. That's our boy.
Okay, our boy. All right, you cool now. Our boy Israel Adesanya that went out there and made Caio Borralho, another great guy that we think is going to be a future star in this division, made him look, shut him down completely.
Flat. Fuck, I wasn't expecting that. Yeah.
Yes.
4-1 Imavov.
Exactly.
But all right, so let me tell you this: what's the better sell, Imavov versus Chimaev, or Imavov versus RDR? I'm sorry, or RDR versus Chimaev. I'm talking about your teammate right here, my brother. I'm talking about your Cliff.
Wait, why you had to throw that in there? Are you trying to tug at my heartstrings here? Listen, I'm a rational and illogical. I was
trying to be a lawyer when I was a kid, bro. You know,
I'm a rational.
Let me be me, bro.
I'm a rational and a logical guy, and being rational and logical here, Nasruddin Imavov has earned a shot at the title. And of course, now with everything that's going on, if things go the way they're supposed to go, RDR would be next in line on that short list for that title. So let's just keep it 100 right now. RDR definitely is on the short list, but he's not there yet. Nasruddin Imavov has earned that shot with what he's done with his last few opponents. I mean, this man has definitely proven that he wants that shot. He's earned it with everything he's done inside that octagon. So Nasruddin Imavov, hands down, there's no one else in that division right now more deserving of the shot than him. So let's just go ahead and move on. Don't even try to pull any more strings. Don't say any of this, you know.
Well, I feel like you're communist, Kamaru Dean, man. Anyways, you're right. Let's move on, bro. I'm just gonna have to call you a communist.
Whoa. Hey,
you give me more of that Mary J, bro. I be slipping more things out, bro. So easy.
All right.
Lucky Henry, I ain't with Uncle Mike, bro.
Well, Henry, before all those fights, coming up, we have this card in Perth, Western Australia. Carlos Ulberg taking on your boy Dominic Reyes for a main event slot. I think this is a good fight. This is a really, really good fight to really kind of cipher through the top of that light heavyweight division. Right? Am I right here or am I wrong here?
Yeah.
Because Reyes kind of on this journey of being one of the most, I want to say, just really prolific and dramatic comebacks we've seen, especially in that upper division. To be on a 3 or 4 fight losing streak, all by finishes, to now turning around to be on a 3 fight win streak, all finishes. I mean, that might be, and not just random guys. I mean, he's finishing some good guys here. And so I think if either one of these guys can go out there and potentially put the other one away, I think they're definitely on that short list right here for the top echelon of that division, who could potentially get the next shot if Ankalaev if Ankalaev is able to take care of Alex Pereira. But we both know if Alex Pereira is able to take care of Ankalaev, hey, it's a part 3 coming up.
Yeah, no, I think it's Unk time, dude. I think Ankalaev is just different, bro. Like the only chance that to me Pereira has is just power catching him. The Magomed Ankalaev. Yeah, bro, it's power. It's power. What's he gonna wrestle? Is he gonna do jiu-jitsu? What's he gonna do, Kamaru Dean? Honestly, dude, I'm not hating. I'm just telling the fucking truth.
I mean,
but
he got some jiu-jitsu.
Pereira? No, come on, cuz. Oh my God. I'm gonna call Ali, dude. I'm gonna call Ali after this shit.
What?
Jesus, dude.
Just because, okay, listen.
You're just being negative, Nancy.
Listen to me. Just because he doesn't have to use it in the octagon means he doesn't have jiu-jitsu.
Kamaru, we all know,
we saw GC try to grab that single, and he showed DC, hey, I got the D now. Pause.
And DC is also paid by the UFC, if you didn't know. But anyway, let's get back to
I forgot about that.
Dude, you see, I feel like I'm really the good guy in this damn show, Kamaru Dean. But anyways, let's talk about Ulberg, man. His style was very, very similar to what Israel Adesanya does. They like to be patient. They tease.
City kickboxing stable, mate.
Yes, they break the foundation, and then the hands and everything starts coming. But this is the sport of mixed martial arts, bro, where it only takes 7 pounds of pressure with that beautiful MMA glove to put you the hell out. Remember, dude, with Dominic Reyes has, we thought he was going to get cut. He went 4 in a row, bro, looting in brutal fashion, dude. The way that Yuri Prochazka hit him with that elbow, dude, I thought he was done. I was like, dude, Jesus, man. It's almost like put a casket there. But he was able to come back to win 3 straight, bro, all by knockouts. If there's one thing that I do say that Dominic Reyes has above everybody, is he knows how to fight backwards. But my question is for him, does he have the right game plan against a technical striker like Ulberg? Could Dominic Reyes bring in some wrestling? Did you know that he wrestled? Did you know that he was a wrestler prior to coming into actual fighting? The dude has it. Could he pull out of his back pocket? That is yet to be known. But if he is going to strike Kamaru, he's going to have to create those fights to pretty much catch him, or get Ulberg to chase to catch him with that beautiful right hand of his, little backstep. Bah! That right hand will put him to sleep. I like it. I'm going for Dominic Reyes. I think it's a beautiful story because he could put forth the greatest comeback in UFC history.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think if he's able to go out there and get it done and is able to work his way back to that title shot again, I think that right there would constitute definitely one of the biggest comebacks that we've ever seen. Henry, you said a lot there, bro. You said a lot there.
No, I said the truth.
Well, listen. With that being said,
you gotta cut that piece.
With that being said, we also know Khalil Roundtree is taking on Yuri Prochazka. So, do you think the winner of this fight gets the shot over the winner of that fight?
Because of the UFC, bro, it all comes down to performance. But I do feel that if Dominic Reyes is able to get this finish, 100%, Dominic Reyes gets it all. But he has to finish him. If Ulberg wins, maybe there's one more. But you know that Yuri Prochazka coming to fight against Khalil Roundtree. I think that fight's really going to be a banger. So it's going to come down to who performs better. I personally feel that if If
Wait.
Dominic Reyes does win, he gets it. Remember, Ulberg has never gone 5 rounds. And the last time that he lost, and we saw that he lost against your Nigerian brother. Let me see if I can pronounce his name real quick. Let me see. Can you pull it up real quick, Ryan? Rye. Let me see.
Yeah, he's a
Let me see.
heavyweight.
Let me see if I got some Nigerian in me. Watch. Kennedy
Yes.
Zekchukwa.
Kennedy
How was that?
Nzechukwu.
Kennedy and
Nzechukwu.
Zekchukwu.
Yeah.
All right, never mind, dude. Maybe
Now my brother now, my Nigerian brother now. So
maybe
yes,
I am brown on the outside and white on the inside. I don't know, Kamaru.
you're definitely American. Well, Henry, I do think Ulberg has done a great job of kind of working himself up to these positions, and I think he's definitely he has to go out there and really put together a devastating finish. I think if he puts on a good finish, yeah, he puts himself right there. I think he's maybe a fight away from that title after that, because we have to just kind of see how this title picture shakes out with Roundtree taking on Prochazka. I don't believe if Prochazka gets it done, he gets another shot, especially if Alex Pereira wins or Alex Pereira is a champion. I don't think he gets another shot, because I mean he's fought for the title how many times? I believe 4 times, or maybe 3 times. So I don't know if he fights for that title again a 5th time, or maybe a 4th. I'm not exactly sure. I think Roundtree maybe, if he's able to go out there and put Prochazka away. But hey, this is a good one. I think it's an exciting time right now in all these divisions, Henry, because there's been times where UFC was hot in certain divisions. Of course, those lighter divisions, the lightweight, the welterweight, even featherweight divisions has always been kind of hot. But now you look across every division, it's drama going on. Every division. You look at the middleweight title picture, it's never been hotter. You look at the welterweight, still hot. Lightweight, always hot. Featherweight, always hot. Bantamweight, with our dog Marab, is hot. Listen, it's hot everywhere. It's hot everywhere. You feel me? Even
it hurts. It hurts, but you're right.
Yeah. So it's a great time right now to be a UFC fan for sure. But real quick, so Henry, who are you thinking? Let's just say the main event, UFC Australia.
They're going to Perth for a reason. I think, with Ulberg being out there,
it's a market now. It's
they are really feeding Ulberg something that, but I think Dominic Reyes has something that's different. Remember we had him on the podcast and he said there's no free dunks. You know what I'm saying? In other words, if you fuck up with Dominic Reyes, like, you will bend that knee, bro. Like, he will knock you the hell out, bro. And he does it in a fashion where it's just one arm. Like, it's not a combination. It's always that right hand, bro. So for me, dude, I gotta stick with my true classic brother. I gotta go with Dominic Reyes.
Okay.
By knockout. How about that, Kamaru Dean? Just don't tell our bestie Izzy that I said that.
What you're not talking about Izzy? He's not fighting Izzy.
But they're boys. You know what I'm saying? It's like me talking about Justin Gaethje.
Hey, hold on, dog. Chill out, man. Don't talk about Justin. All right. Well, what else is happening this week? Any news? Anything, Henry? Any news you heard?
Ronda Rousey is officially training MMA again. Apparently, she's talking about a rebirth of the love that she has. I mean, she's made a lot of money, bro. The WWE, the UFC, and let's not forget that anti-lawsuit that everybody's getting paid on September 30th, man. So
really?
if she really wants to come back
September 30th, that's like next week, huh?
Yeah. So you better look at that bank account, dude. Don't be going out there and buying them watches. I already know you, Kamaru Dean. So but anyway,
get paid.
To get back to Ronda Rousey, dude, she rekindled that love once again, man. There's videos of her training. She believes that she could be the champ once again. I will say this, people don't know this. She's beaten Kayla Harrison in a judo competition before. to
Hey,
now,
hey,
and that is
hey,
the reigning
hey,
world champion at
hey,
135 pounds. Cuz come
hey.
at me.
I'm gonna let you know right now. You better keep her name out your mouth, bruh. Keep Kayla Harrison name out your mouth. All right. Keep that name out your mouth. You don't want no smoke with that, Henry. And my man, let me tell you something. Ronda Rousey ain't coming back. Did you just say we got the she got the antitrust lawsuit coming up? What?
Yeah, she's making bank, bro. Think about it. Anderson Silva got paid 10.3, I think 13 million to be exact. Vitor Belfort's getting paid millions of dollars. Like everybody who came up from that time that's making that money now, dude, they are fucking rolling in that dough, bro. So any of these fighters do come back, it's only because
They love the
the other thing
game.
too, the
They
other thing
love
too
the
that you got to
hustle.
think about too. She's only 3 years older than Kayla Harrison. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I wouldn't count out Ronda. I'm not saying she's gonna beat Kayla. So let's not start something like that.
You
But what I'm
did say
saying
that.
is
You did
you
say that.
still can't
Low key.
count her out.
I agree. I agree, Henry. I think you hit you it's an intriguing matchup because you've got Kayla Harrison right now going potentially, there's no date yet, but going up against the GOAT in Amanda Nunes. If she's able to get past Amanda Nunes, who next? Who's the best next to bring back for Kayla Harrison to really solidify Kayla Harrison as that woman?
I had no idea you're that excited for this one, Kamaru.
Hey, I'm just saying there is potential here. Of
Kamaru
course.
White. I mean, your head might be getting too big, bro. Going out there to Nigeria.
I'm just saying,
Do
hey,
people have
that's
to
what we
kiss
do.
the
We make
ring for you when you
fights.
come in?
We make fights. That's what we do. We make fights. Also at AKO, we make fights as well. So, hey, I think it's just exciting things ahead for each and every division, even the women's division, all of them. Exciting things coming in the women's division as well. And let's not forget, Zhang Weili's about to take on Valentina Shevchenko. Hey, Henry, I can't call it, man. I'm telling you, it's exciting times for the company right now. And let's not forget, soon enough, we're going to be over on Paramount with that nice, you said we, right? That nice 7.7 we got. We, right? Speaking all that French. We. So,
Wow.
no, but it's exciting news. And also, Henry, I guess at first I thought this was just a joke, but I guess this is real. Gervonta Tank Davis is going to be taking on Jake Paul. I don't know how this is sanctioned by athletic commissions, but it is sanctioned and it will be happening. It will be happening. We saw them in their first face-off, and look at this face-off, Henry. What are your thoughts here?
That's fucking cringe, dude. And then you're hearing that shit from me. That's cringe. But it's kind of funny, bro. I kind of, in some weird way, I kind of
But what's
like it,
cringe
dude.
about it? What's cringe about it? Tell me.
It's just that like Jake Paul's without his shirt. He's trying to big man the smaller guy. Who the smaller guy to me is fucking dangerous. I think
Yeah.
Tank Davis. If there's a weight class involved, or if it's just open, I think Tank Davis is gonna put the hands on him, dude. I've heard of stories of Sugar Shane Mosley like sparring heavyweights and fucking going toe to toe with them. Like, dude, Gervonta Davis has that power like Sugar Shane. So that's my two takes on that. But I like it, bro. Like, I will say something about Jake Paul. He's brought a lot of attention to boxing, bro, and he's giving a lot of these guys an opportunity. It's unfortunate that after this fight, Tank Davis is going to say goodbye to the sport because he's going to get guaranteed and paid $40 million. So that's absolutely ridiculous, but it is what it is, and I'm going to watch, especially because it's free.
Yeah. If you were in that position, would you fight Jake Paul?
Oh, hell yeah. I love that because you got to give Jake Paul his flowers, bro. Mike Tyson, Anderson Silva, Nate Diaz, a win over Cesar Chavez Jr., bro. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. You know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson. Like I think I mentioned that already. But dude, who?
So
I mean Ben Askren, dude.
you're
You know? I mean, we have to name him in there, dude. He's somebody
you're
that's done
giving
something in sports.
flowers. Yes, in what in sports, you're giving flowers because of those names you just mentioned.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Okay.
Andrew! My kids just came in, bro. You guys want to see them? Can I get one becho? You can come back in, baby. I just gotta finish. Hey, listen, you can stay here, but you gotta be quiet, okay? Can you be quiet? Because they have to. We have to work here, okay? You see that? Did you say hi to Kamaru? You say hi? No, see that. See they're like. See they're like your kids, Kamaru. They ain't like. I think the first time I met Samara, she was like, she thought it was weird.
Samir don't rock with you like that, but they don't think the same about me. I'm the baby whisperer. Like, kids love Marty Ma. You know what I mean? But yeah, Henry. When I saw that face off, Gervonta Davis and Jake Paul, I mean, it's there's a couple of things that I think about. This is Jake Paul. Jake Paul is a disruptor, and he's done a phenomenal job at that. He's come in and really disrupted that space of entertainment in sports entertainment and combat sports entertainment with these fights, because we've always kind of had fights like this. In Pride, in Japan, and some of these promotions, they've always had fights like this where it was just a crazy spectacle just to get the fans involved. So Jake Paul is just the modern day era of that. He's doing a phenomenal job with that. But Jake Paul has also said that he will be a world champion boxer in a couple of years. So my question is, wouldn't it be better for you to be fighting a guy that's up there in your same weight class? Because hey, who wouldn't like to see? Wouldn't you like to see the Mexican Monster versus Jake Paul? Wouldn't you like to see that? You wouldn't like to see that?
Yeah, but dude, he'd get fucking hurt. David's different.
Why would he get hurt?
Are you kidding me, dude? Because now you're talking about a real world champ at 100 and.
So you saying Jake Paul's not a? You saying Jake Paul can't be a real world champion?
Kamaru, you really want to go there?
I'm saying, what are you saying? Jake Paul has done a phenomenal job. You just said yourself he just has quality wins over guys like Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. You just said yourself who was a world champion, correct or not?
Sure, but it's against legends that are out of their prime, dude. But no, I think if Jake Paul was to do that, I think that'd be the greatest sports accomplishment in history, from going from a Disney Channel kid to a YouTuber to becoming a world champ. No, man, Benavidez would fucking toy with them with one arm. Like, it's different. You know what I'm saying? But fuck it.
Count him out.
I'll watch the fight.
Count him out. I will definitely watch it. So don't count my boy out. But Henry, before we go, there's a lot of big news. It was a lot of stuff. Obviously, we now know kind of a tentative date for UFC White House. Is that what we're calling it now?
Yeah.
UFC White House.
Are you going in? Are you going in, Kush?
I mean, if the opportunity presents itself, of course. Listen, I'm always opportunity presents itself for me to become another world championship. Absolutely. That's what I want. That's what I've been aiming for. That's what I've been training for and preparing for. So when that opportunity arises, I'm ready to capitalize on that completely. But so far, big names that we've been hearing about the White House card. And I think this is a phenomenal one right here. What a way to return to the sport of mixed martial arts. How about, and listen, Dana is one of the greatest promoters, if not the greatest promoter ever in history. What a way to shut that thing down by bringing back the notorious one, Conor McGregor. Huh?
I like that for the casuals, but for me as a fight fan, I think he's
You don't want to
party
see
too
Conor fight
much.
again.
I'll watch him, but I'd rather watch another more competitive fight, like maybe.
So Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler is not a very competitive fight.
I would like to see Taporia Islam. I would rather see like more of the super fights. I would like to see potentially Kamaru Usman versus let me see, Alex Pereira. There's a lot of fights there.
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of fights that could happen. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many. What about the Triple C versus Sean O'Malley? I mean, there's a lot of fights there. People have
like
put together this article of potential wins. Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes. No, but honestly, bro, I would love to see you against the current champ. Like watching you fight for that belt at the White House. I think they should all be title for shots. I truly do. Deshaun Strickland versus Israel Adesanya. I think that'll be some freaking really good cards. But there's so many ways that you can cut it, slice it, and dice it. So that being said, I'm not a casual Kamaru. I would agree with the casuals.
I feel you. But some of the names that have been thrown out there, some of the names, and these I think are phenomenal names. You got Jon Jones Jon actually said this himself. He wants to come back and do this. Listen, I would have loved that. I would love that for Jon Jones. But Jon, you can't play with the game the way he's played with the game and expect Dana to still trust you and let you back in and do this. You can't play with the game like that. But if there is Dana's entertaining that, getting Jon back, I think this is a phenomenal one for him. And also,
this would be the main event. This would be the main event. USA versus England. We're taking this shit back to 1776. And I do believe that Jon Jones takes out Tom Aspinall within the first championship rounds. I truly do believe that, dude. This should be the main event. Everything else should
Conor McGregor?
Of course.
Okay.
I'm surprised. Conor McGregor's a felon, bro. I'm surprised he's going to be even welcome inside that damn White House.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course. It should be that way. It should be that way just based on merit, bro. And the other thing too, he's not American. If you're gonna have an American fight at the White House,
He's fighting.
I'm sure he's fighght.
Captain America. Michael Chandler.
I don't think it should be the main event. Michael Chandler has lost, what is it? 5 out of his 7 fights. But this is what I'm trying to tell you, Kamaru. The UFC is an entertainment company. So we were saying, Imavov deserves that fight. He's earned it. He's done that. You get somebody that can just talk a little shit, has a little more following, but does a little bit more sales, and that's it. That's all she wrote. You're welcome.
Good point. Other names being thrown around. Justin Gaethje on the card. I think that's a no-brainer, of course.
Against who? This is perfect. Patty Pimblett.
Ilia Topuria.
No, see, you're playing
if
bias,
you're gonna,
bro.
okay, but listen, if you're gonna go Jon versus
USA versus England.
Yes, then I Patty Pimblett. I see it, and I think that's in a circumstance, in a situation like that. I think that's something that Justin Gaethje might get up for. I think that's in the only case where he entertains a fight like that and it not be for the title. And then also, yes, McGregor, you got Chandler McGregor versus McGregor. That's also a big one. You've got Sean Strickland versus Adesanya, you want to say? That's also a big one. Mm-hmm. Then you've got your girl, Kayla Harrison, who was just at the White House with Mr. President. Kayla Harrison taking on either Amanda Nunes or Ronda Rousey. Hey, either one. I love it. I think it's a phenomenal matchup. I just think all these scenarios are phenomenal scenarios, and I think it could work out because now that's not till June. Plenty of time for a lot of this stuff to work themselves out in each division. So Henry, I'm excited. I am excited.
Yeah.
Henry,
President Dana White's gonna cave in, bro. President Dana White's gonna cave in, and he's gonna give Jon Jones that opportunity. And the only reason why
here's the question,
now is
though.
because
Yes, but now is it for the same amount?
and this is where this is where Jon
before.
fucked up, and I can tell him that, and I'll say it here publicly. This is where he fucked up. You cannot in business. You just cannot do that, bro. You cannot do that. He's gonna probably get paid half, maybe I would say even 10 million in comparison to the maybe in consideration what 30 that they were gonna actually give him against Tom. You know what I'm saying?
No one knows if they were actually going to give him that. I don't know if that was
Kush.
confirmed.
I know.
Yeah. Really?
What else you got to know? What else do you want?
Nah, if it came from Triple C, it must be true. If it came from the Triple C, it must be true.
Yeah, one I understand Dana White's point too, because Jon Jones he is a bit of a wild card. Some shit could happen. Obviously, his legal record too says a lot, dude. You know, and I love Jon, but yeah, let's speak the facts, dude. But what Jon Jones does have in front of him is Daniel Cormier, his former nemesis. Let me read to you what DC from the DOWG said. He says, "We have no American guys in the top 10 pound for pound since Jon Jones retired. That's scary. Come on, boss. It's me asking you to give Jon Jones a chance. That's crazy. When you get a loyal employee like DC, and I'm gonna tell you something about DC. DC knows how to insert himself. He understands the theatrics. He understands WWE like you wouldn't believe. DC has done a good job of inserting his name, either talking smack or making a difference. But in this position right now, he is making a difference, and he's more likely going to pull Jon Jones, convince Dana White to actually do it, and Jon Jones and DC become BFF, and life is good." What's up?
Let's just be honest. I don't think that's something that's gonna happen no time soon, because there's a thing called real beef when your souls just don't mesh with each other. When you're in the same room, your soul just kind of does this dance with each other that they just don't harmonize. I just think that that's how those two men are. They might be cordial, but I don't know. I don't want to speak for anybody, but that's just how I feel. But Henry, that was man, a lot. We covered a lot. There was a lot of stuff happening in the world of mixed martial arts. But Henry, it's gonna be a big weekend coming up, obviously, to figure out what's gonna happen with Carlos Ulberg and Dominic Reyes, to kind of see what that light heavyweight title picture is going to be looking like for this Ankalaev versus Alex Pereira rematch. Of course, we're gonna have a breakdown of our next UFC pay-per-view coming up, so you gotta stay tuned for that. But Henry, as always, you know who I am, the Nigerian Nightmare, right there with the guns on him.
Henry Cejudo, aka Triple C.
Oh man, we out.